I do think, that preparation is. Oh, look, let me do it that way. Preparation is kind of overrated. What do I mean? Well, I prepare. I'm preparing now for tonight's um, National Childbirth Trust meeting that I've got coming up with hopefully a load of men who are supporting their partners while they give birth. And I'm preparing. But, I notice at conferences I go to, and I notice in lots of kind of performance-based environments that sometimes you get a feeling where the preparation hangs out. It's almost like the person speaking is thinking more about what they prepared than what they're saying. I don't know if you know what I mean. And I thought I'd come on today without preparation, and I'd just be live and talk to whoever's there. I often think when I do these, surely there's no one listening. Surely there's no one who wants to tune right in straight away and speak to me. I've thought about advertising Periscope and coming on to an audience, as if anyone would want to listen. So, I don't know. What shall I talk about? Since all the media around the book, Men, Love and Birth, I've had quite a few TV companies. Hiya, doula from the USA. Hello. I've had a lot of TV companies, production companies talking to me, and one in particular, Boundless TV. I've spoke to them on the phone. I've seen them in their offices. I've done a screen test, and I'm seeing their production director tomorrow for lunch. And I don't know whether it's my age, or I don't know whether it's how life has unfolded for me. I just am not ambitious. And people I say that to don't believe me that I'm not ambitious. I'm not. It might have something to do with the fact that I just feel happy. And it's like happiness is a state that's present, and sometimes it gets obscured by my thinking. Sometimes I have thoughts that I believe, and I'm not aware that I'm believing those thoughts. But when I look at those thoughts, when I investigate those thoughts, it turns out that they're not absolutely true. So there seems to be always another way of looking at something, always another way of understanding the situation, almost like a limitless way of seeing the situation that I'm in. And that kind of shakes me out of that thought-based structure, although everything's thought-based, isn't it? Heidegger said that language is the house of being wherein man dwells. So the whole of life that as we experience it, is framed through our languaging and our thinking. It's why language is so important in the context of birth. It's why I avoid certain words, not because they're bad words, but because the way language works is it directs our attention. It gives us a focus point for our meaning making. And the way we learnt language unconsciously means that we have referencing experiences deeply outside of awareness that are constantly framing our experience of the moment. It's why we tend to live our lives looking through the rear view mirror, if you like, constantly referring to what's gone on before, constantly framing what's possible in the future by what we've done in the past. It's constantly why loads of my friends, male and female, seem to repeat the same issues in the context of their relationships. Because at a deeply unconscious level, I'm looking in the rear view mirror. So language is so important, and we can't get away from its importance. When I was on the birthing suite full time with birthing women day after day after day for 13 years, I got into habits with my language that were useful. I would say, I don't know when you're going to relax deeply, whether it's as you're listening to my voice now, as you're walking round, as you're finding a position that suits you, as your body is responding intuitively to the birthing process. But as you begin to relax deeply, you'll notice. And then I'll give suggestions that what she might notice. And am I being manipulative? No. Am I being influential with intention? Absolutely. All language, all communication. And not just our words, the way we breathe, the way we sigh, the way we hold our body, the intonation of our voice. You know, I used to have a teacher that used to point to me in the front row and go, "You're a very naughty boy." You know, but if that teacher wasn't a man, if that teacher pointed at me, maybe if that teacher was a woman, I don't know, if I had something going on in relationship to attraction to that teacher, and they pointed at me and said, "You're a very naughty boy," that would have had a completely different effect on me, without a doubt. So, don't know why I said all that. I'd love to talk to anyone. If there's anyone still listening, I'm quite sure that people have stopped listening a long time ago. But if you're there, I'd love to talk to you about language, about birth, about the cultural effects upon how who we think we are has been framed. But anyway, I'm enjoying just turning up. I'm enjoying just being live. I'm enjoying not preparing, and I'm enjoying talking to you. And there doesn't seem to be anyone there who wants to check in. But hey, thanks for sharing that brief moment in my day with me.